Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the month of June 2022 for anyone who has sun, moon or rising in the sign of Taurus. So my dear Taurus, this is going to be your reading. If you have sun, moon rising in Taurus or your person of interest are a Taurus, in any case, you can watch this video for anyone who would like to know how June is going to be unfolded. I wanted to thank you all for supporting my channel, for your comments, subscriptions, reaching out for private readings. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. If you are new to my channel, welcome. You can find more videos from my work on the playlist that I have in my YouTube channel. You can also find my contact information in the About tab if you're interested to have a private reading. And thanks to all of those people who requested a private reading, and thanks for their patience actually. I just also wanted to mention that I've started a new series on my channel. It's tea leaf reading, and those sessions are Tea Talk with Rima. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll have it. I'll have the video attached in the end of this one, and you can also go and watch it. If you're interested in tea leaf readings, let me know, and I'll try to do more of those for you guys. Okay, with that, let's start the reading. Taurus, let's see what is coming for you guys in this month, June. Well, I see that you need to be more listening. Some of you are tired of listening, or someone is telling you need to listen more, or someone is constantly talk to you. You're over it, or maybe you are trying to give advice to someone who doesn't want to listen, and this might be a little bit of energy that I see is that you might get some separation because someone is over talking, or they're trying to give advice to someone who doesn't want to hear. So please don't do that. There's an opportunity that might be missed, or you are missing, or you think you are missing. There's a balloon that is going away from you. It could be for some of you, it's actually something that is good that is gone, it's released, and it's some negativity is released from your life, it's gone, it's out of your way, which I really like, and I think it's good. There might be a depressed person who didn't ever open up to you. Also, that could be that you're getting rid of that person, you're getting rid of past lives. Overall, I see some darkness, Taurus. I don't know, you have a lot of worries in your head. You might have some headaches around your right side of your head. You might have some headache and there's some tension, but in general, I said you are overthinking, you are overanalyzing something, specifically about home and foundation. Maybe you are worried, maybe there was something about a home, rent, or I don't know, something about that is making you think a lot and get obsessed. But be careful about your health. Don't overthink. I see a train is coming, which is bringing good news. You might receive some guests unexpectedly from far away. They might stay. I see them as two people, or they stay for 2 weeks or 2 months. I see it's associated with number 2. Sometimes you are so much digged into past or in the darkness that you can't even figure your day-to-day activities. Some of you might have depression. Be careful if that's the case. Seek advice. Some of you might be starting to overeat or you might have skipped going to gym or normal activities. I see that you are very much thinking. I don't know what is this thinking. It's not a private reading, so it doesn't resonate with everyone. It's just a general reading, so please have it in mind. But I see that you are even not focused in your work, in your studies, and you have a hat on your head that is a hat of worries, a hat of negative thoughts, a hat of not being very clear, and you think that a lot of clutter is in your life. There's a lot that needs to be uncluttered, maybe about a home. Maybe you think there are enemies, maybe you think there is something suspicious, but I see that most of it doesn't exist, and it's made up of your own mind. Maybe you need to talk to people. Don't be so much isolated. I see you're a lot internal to yourself, and you are not getting the information that you need. If there is something that you think you have to talk to someone, go ahead and talk. Bring your emotions and thoughts to some people who's a professional, maybe a therapist, and they might be able to help you. On the other hand, I see some writer might be able to write a beautiful novel or a phenomenal story, a script that might come. And I see that most of the time they are up at night and working on that. That's why maybe I'm seeing a lot of darkness. Something from darkness is going to be helpful for you. Darkness is not always bad. It also brings quiet, peace, and some people work better. Their mind works better at night. So that's why maybe there's good energy in the end associated with this darkness. So I'm not saying that everything is bad. You might get more downloads at night during the time that it's dark. You might have been experiencing some dark time at your home. Maybe some people have not been able to pay their bills. This is something else. Or maybe in summer, some people in the northern hemisphere experience some heat problems, something that brings a lot of darkness. But again, it's not a bad darkness. You can profit this darkness. As soon as you see darkness, it doesn't mean that it's bad. There is something that you can do, or something which is opening up after this darkness, brings you clarity, brings you clear vision, more clear vision, and you can be more focused on what needs to be done. I see some of you are buying honey, or you are trying to make or come up with a new recipe with honey, or maybe your doctor has advised you to consume more honey. I see someone is eating sushi, or maybe someone has recently discovered how much they love sushi, or maybe before they didn't, or somehow it's new for them. I see in a home there is argument, and the noise is going outside. Maybe neighbors might complain. Maybe you have a noisy neighbor, or someone who's always partying and give a lot of headache to the neighborhood. But there's a little bit of unrestless nights for you here. Maybe you have to work harder at night. You have to stay up and finish something. Someone is trying to get a haircut, a very different haircut, and very short, but it's good for you if trying to do. Someone might also be trying to learn how to do this, like a makeup artist. That's also very good. Again, the energy is very much about sleeplessness. Some of you are taking possession of something that is you're telling yourself, like, I don't know, like I bought this car, or I don't know, something that you bought, and you think that this hasn't been that good for me. I don't know, for some reason you think that it came with a lot of responsibility, it brought a lot of responsibility, and you didn't really enjoy it as much as you wanted. So now you don't know how to deal with it. You're thinking about how to deal with it, like how to move things forward from now. This might be something that you're thinking about. Be careful if you are making big purchases. There was basically eclipse in your sign, so things might dramatically change. But as I said, I see darkness. It's like an eclipse. It gets dark, and then after there will be light, and this bright light that comes after brings a lot of clarity, brings a lot of new changes in your life or to the people's life. And this is actually very pronounced for you, Taurus. You might get some fundamental changes in your life that is going to affect you for a long time, and it could be positive for most parts, but be ready for the change. For some people, change is not easy. It comes with uncertainties, risks, and maybe some losses, but definitely I see that you will be able to make up all those losses if you have experienced them. Be positive, be more praying if you can pray more. Try to release the past, the most important energy that is coming with this eclipse season. Specifically, it happened in your sign recently, and it's going to affect the 6 months after. Is to release the past, release the people from the past. Don't go after them, don't follow them, and release them. Start new beginnings. New beginnings is coming. I think it's the last part of the past for you, which you get to that maximum darkness, and after new bright future is coming for you. Yeah, definitely. Some people might be traveling to Europe. You might be trying to have the expenses figured out, or you are traveling, you're trying to see how much it costs for you. Maybe you're trying to buy something, but you have a lot of unknowns, you have a lot of unsolved issues. Well, I definitely see a lover. There might be a female energy that you are in love with, or they are in love with you, and they're in the center of your attention, or you are in the center of their attention. For some reason, you don't want to, or they don't want to say that you're in love, they like you, and both of you are hiding it. But I see that after this eclipse, or after this huge change which is happening in your life, you will be more vocal, you will be more talking, your minds are very close together. This is a new person, a slim person that you have, or you will know soon, but you will feel like you have known them for a long time. They probably have black beautiful hair. This person has been connected to your past life, maybe not on the earth, but your past life. I see either you or them, you are a little bit like, you show a neutral face when you see each other, one of you, although you are very much in love with each other. For some reason, someone is showing a I don't care face, but actually they do care. Some of you Taurus, you are trying to make a bridge between two things, between some work and some home activities. Maybe you are getting married at the same time you are working. Maybe you are studying, you're passing an exam, and you are studying, and you are making, I don't know, you just think that you are trying to make a bridge between two activities. You're trying to, some of you are to jump, big jump. I see fertility for you. If you are trying to get pregnant, that's happening, that can happen. Two soulmates, definitely I see you here. It could be at energetic level. I see a big new beginning for you that brings a lot of happiness. Some ruler in your life is going to give you set free. It could be like actually your father, it could be your grandfather, someone who has the authority on your belongings, or it could be government, I don't know. Or it could be just energetically your basically guardian angels are signing the agreement for you to have release for something that happened in the past, something that has finished in the past, and you just need to move over it. You have to change it. For some reason, I see France. Maybe someone is listening or watching from France, or for some of you, somehow France or French people are related. There is a big change coming for you, Taurus. You are going to have a big emotional release, or some big changes in your life, home foundation, love life, work, and you might be stressed for it. As I told you, you are overstressed. It's not that bad. It's not that huge. Stress that you're doing. Some of you are carrying a map with you. I mean, I feel like some of you are scared of this change. Like you have felt something and you're so scared. This transition is not going to be that bad. You are faced to a beautiful open window to the light, to the source, and you just need to open your eyes and see how bright everything is going to be for you. If you are experiencing some darkness right now, don't think that it's going to last. I have said it multiple times. It's like the eclipse. It brings darkness, but after it goes away and the light comes again. So be very open to the change, and try to be in aligned with what that universe wants to say, because as I said, something is coming from above, and you need to go with it. Be ready, take whatever you have and be aligned with the universe. I see angels with you. For some of you who are experiencing some hardship and darkness, again, I want to say it's temporary. Someone might whisper something into your ears, or you might hear something. As I mentioned in the beginning, some of you are tired of people talking to you and tell you do's and don'ts, but this one specifically is happening in a way that you like it, you enjoy it. Someone who doesn't normally talk to you or give you advice will tell you something that definitely brights up your head, and you feel like you have understand something that you have been struggling to understand or to figure out. Someone will tell you maybe just a word, or they show you a hint in your dreams and you get it. You are like, oh, you have this aha moment. Someone is swinging, a little bit of joy is coming. For some of you, you are getting interested in the criminal stories, or you hear about some criminal, I don't know, news, something that is fictional. But then I see that a mystery, something is revealed, a secret is revealed to you, or you hear about it. maybe about your past life, about your something that you never understood, like you never understood how something happened, you never understood. Someone gets you clarity, but it's in a form of a dream, it's in a form of an energy update. That's what I want to call it. Call your mom if you haven't heard from her for a long time. They might need your help. Your parents, one of them might be sick. I see their heart or their lung is weakening. They might have not told you about their sickness, or it could be even maybe they have problems. They're struggling financially and they haven't told you. If that's the case, contact them. It definitely someone is hiding their feelings. Again, I talked about it earlier. I'm not going to repeat myself. There's a microphone. Some of you need to talk, definitely. Some of you might have your channel, you might have your blog that you're working on. Be open to change. I said it many times. Some of you maybe get some clearance from a spiritual guide. Again, it can be, I said, a dream, an angel, in a meditation, or you need to go to the church or somewhere that spiritual people are there. You might even not that someone talks to you, maybe you see something that brings something into your attention and you get clarity on a situation. I see female energies are working. If it's your mother, maybe they're working and they're not telling you. I see that you might have delays in an airport. Be careful not to lose something in a coffee shop. If you have children, they might be asking a lot from you. You might feel like financially you're getting more into trouble because they are asking. They have, as they're growing up, and they need more things. They need laptops, they need phones, they need, I don't know, different classes, and you are struggling with that, or someone is struggling with that, and if you can help them, you probably need to do. Someone's parents are not agreeing with their wedding. There might be strict message from a authority figure. It could be your father, parents, I don't know, the person who's legally in your, like, you are, I don't know, your wealth is handled by them, something like that. They will say no. And I see that it might happen even on the wedding day, and that might break someone's heart. So don't do something reckless. If you need to get someone's okay before you start something, make sure you have done that, and don't assume that things will happen the way that you want. Be careful about energies that people who have authority on you can actually reflect in your life, because some of you are thinking that they can do anything, this will be fine. It could be some friction there. There is a spiritual energy around that, although I see it might end well, but again, there might bring a little bit of difficulties. And I see some female energies walking away. Someone might be leaving their family or their job, and I see some kind of frustration that they'd prefer to leave because they are just done. I see letter Y and G, and I see new birds are coming, so new beginnings are coming for this person. For a lot of you, if you are not even hopeful, if you think that you have nothing or things have changed dramatically, still you have the future, and no one has seen the future, and the future, you never know what's happening. It doesn't mean what you are now or what you have been in the past is the same version of you in the future. The good thing about the future is that nobody has seen the future. So you might have nothing right now. You could be a queen in the future. That's the beauty about life, and the fact that we don't know what's going to happen. So all the possible scenarios are on the table. Be very hopeful. Someone is getting tattoos. Someone is getting too many tattoos. There might be a fight about that, or an argument with some people that they don't like, I don't know, tattoos. I see that. There might be a fight. Some people might start to fight professionally, or they're watching those fights on the channels, on the TV channels. There's a bright future for people who are getting married. I see beautiful windows opening. Some of you are getting downloads that are very real. So be careful about your dreams. If you can write them down, that would be great. Some of you are losing your sunglasses in a cafe, I told you, or an airport. There might be some difficulties or delays with a flight. Be careful about that. If you are flying, make sure you're checking everything. Just make sure everything is fine. Someone is making a pullover or making a handmade dress for the loved one. I even see that they have designed a heart shape in front of that thing, or they are doing it with love. I definitely see that they're putting their hearts, the energy into that, which is very nice. Someone is exhausted. Some people might go to a party and be really, really drunk, and they might be found drunk the next morning on the outside or on the lawns or outside the building. Someone might read an important news to the public. I see them as a female energy, very formal appearance, that they might come and read a very formal message to the world, to the public. It could be a wedding party who someone is talking. It could happen in the church, which is beautiful. And I see that it brings some kind of peace. I see peace and happiness around it. I see this message is coming from the source. I feel like it brings a lot of peace to people who hear that. Or it can be beginning of new changes that are needed for the society, for people. Someone is definitely pregnant. You might get the news about that. Someone is telling you they're pregnant. Actually, they might tell you at the very late parts, and you might find out when the due date is close. Maybe it's a friend that you haven't met or you haven't seen for a long time. You didn't know. And they just, maybe it was a secret or something, and then it kind of comes out that they're pregnant, and you're like, oh yeah, like you didn't know about it. And they're like, yeah, like it's almost due, I'm almost due, something like that. And you're like, wow, I had no idea. So it might be very close to the due date when you find out about this person's pregnancy. Okay, my dear Taurus, that was the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that June brings a lot of abundance for you. Stay blessed. Bye.